All right, so you still have this nuts file open. And what I'd like you to do first is we need to open the paragraph style dialog box or panel. So you're going to go to Window, Type, Paragraph Styles. You may recall styles when you were doing some work in Adobe InDesign. This works much the same way. So there's already some styles that have already been applied into this document. However, what we want to do is we want to create two new styles based on the heading that we did and how we formatted this first paragraph. So with your cursor blinking in the first line, we are going to come here and we're going to click on this menu and choose New Paragraph Style. And what that means is it's going to base it off of where we have our cursor. So we're going to call this subhead. Click OK. Then if we go ahead and highlight this and double click on it, click on it, that's going to show us that it's already been, why, please help me. There we go. It's already been applied to it. Then we're going to come here into the second paragraph and we're going to choose New Paragraph Style. And we're going to call this Body and click OK. Then we're going to click on Body and see how it has the plus sign? That's what I was looking for on the subhead. That's showing us now that this has been applied to this. If I click here, this has not been applied. So I'm going to delete that subhead and I'm going to try it again. All right, so I have my cursor there and I'm going to choose New Paragraph Style, Subhead, and I'm going to apply it. Now it's got the plus there. So I know those have been applied. All right, so instead of having to make all of those formatting changes to the rest of this text area or text box, all we have to do is apply those two styles to the rest of this area. Okay, so I'm going to come here and I'm going to go to, actually if I go ahead and highlight the rest of this, I can apply body. Okay, so now it does that. Now, it also, however, separates two more headings, nuts, 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 and only the best. So now I can highlight that and apply subhead, and only the best, and apply subhead. All right, now there's a couple of places in here that we need to change the text of. So if we look in the paragraph styles, docked with it, we also have character styles. Right now there's no character styles. Go ahead and find your second full paragraph here, and you are going to find right here the last sentence says in 2002 the Physician's Health Study, and go ahead and select the text Physician's Health Study. We want to change the style of this to italic. It's going to stay Myriad Pro. We change it to italic. Okay, it sets it out a little bit for us. Now, with that still highlighted, still selected, we're going to apply a new character style based on that. So we're going to call this Body Italic. Now, go ahead and click on this, and you see the plus, and that means that it has been applied to that text. This style is now on that text. Next, go down to the bottom of this column, and you'll see the word FDA. Go ahead and click on it. Whoops, to apply the body italic. And then up at the top of the second column, you have a quote, scientific evidence, Whoops, that didn't seem to apply it. Let me try it again. There we go. Now it's applied. Now we have 3 places in here that we have italicized text. Go ahead and get your selection tool and click out of your text box for now. And what we want to do is we want to change the, or we want to edit a style. So we're going to go back to paragraph styles. Okay? And we want to double click on the subhead to open it up. You'll see that there are some categories over on the left-hand side that will allow you to change different settings of it. We want to go to character color, and we want to change the color to dye tracing. And then click OK. Now, I'm not positive why that didn't automatically change. But if I double click on it again, it does. Maybe yours did it automatically. There it is. Okay. But now by changing that color, we have subheadings that are red. Next, let's go ahead and Command 0 so that you can see the whole box again. Over on the left-hand side, we have a small text box, and this text box has a list of vitamins and minerals that are in our project. And we want to apply a style to them. Well, we don't have a style in here created for them, but what you should know is that you can actually load styles from other documents. So if you have like a whole series of things that you're creating for this particular product, then you might want to load styles from another document so that you can keep them the same everywhere you work. So we are going to go to the paragraph styles box. Okay. And right now, I want you to notice that I don't have anything selected. Okay. I want to go to right here, and I want to do load paragraph styles. In Poland, I'm going to have to find styles.ai and click open. And once I do, there's a new style called vitamins that has been added to here. So now, if I select my text box over here and click on vitamins, it has now been, that style has now been applied to all of that text. I'm going to go ahead and close my styles right now, and I'm going to zoom out just a little bit with a Command minus. You'll notice that there is an image of a nut down here, kind of off of the working artboard. I'm going to drag that up, and I want to control click on it and arrange, bring to front. And then I'm going to zoom back into with my Command 0. I want to reduce this size by not quite half. About there. That looks good. Okay, and you don't have to have it exact, but approximate would be fine. We can click on it to select it, and right now it's covering up some text. Just like InDesign, we can wrap our text around objects. So we're going to go to the Object menu. We're going to go to Text Wrap, Make. Okay, and now you can see that the text has shifted because it's going now around that object. Well, sometimes the amount of space isn't enough, so we have to make it a little bit bigger. So I'm going to go back here to Object Text Wrap, and I'm going to choose Text Wrap Options. And let's increase the size of this offset to 10 point. And then click OK. Notice that there's a preview where you can check and make sure that it's moving the way you want it to. And this is where I'm going to keep it. It has a nice gap around the nut so that the text is still easy to read. Like other Adobe programs, you can type on a path, and in order to create a path, you can use the pen tool, the pencil tool, even some shape tools in order to create that path. We're going to use this one right down here. It's already been created for you. And if we go to our type tool, notice that you have right here, type on a path. And if you get close to this path, it tells you that it's there and ready for you to type. So I'm going to click on that, and that's where I'm going to type contains 14 essential vitamins and minerals. And actually, I'm not going to put a period at the end there. If the text does not fit completely on your path, then choose Edit, Undo, and remove the text, and Edit, Undo to remove the insertion point, and then repeat. Notice how I was all the way over at the left-hand side in order where I started my type. Okay, and now if I click to deselect, I can just see my text there. If I hover over it, I can see the path that it is working on. All right, one feature of Adobe Illustrator is that it allows us to distort and transform type in several different ways. So what we want to do is we want to go down here to the big word nuts, and go ahead and double click on it to select it. If we go up to the Effect menu, we can go to, oops, actually I chose it the wrong way. Instead of double clicking on it, just use your arrow to select the text box. Then go to Effect, Warp, and we're going to choose Bulge. Go ahead and click on that preview so that you can see what it's going to look like. Okay, and we're going to set it to horizontal if it's not already. And we're going to set the bend to 75%. And we're going to leave everything else in place. And then we're going to click OK. Now, based on where we already had it, this mixed is showing up kind of right across the top, which is nice. But now we have it in a new shape. This text is still completely editable, so if I wanted to change anything, the Z to an S or whatever, I could. I'm not going to. I'm just showing you that I could. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and deselect that. Now we can add a little dimension to this text by putting an image in its place. So I've expanded my layers panel. You're going to need them, okay? And you can, if you need to, you can collapse other panels and resize it so that you can see it. You're still on the artwork layer though. I'm going to go to File and Place, and there is an image of a sky. When you get it, it just opens up somewhere on the screen, and you're going to need to drag it over this word nuts, hold down the Shift key, and resize it so that it is covering that word. You can see it right here at the top of the artwork layer. I am going to drag it down below the word nuts. Okay, you can see that there. I'm going to shift click to select both, and notice that I'm selecting both by clicking on this little circle next to it that selects both. And go to the next video now to continue.